So I'm just going to walk up onto this slab of rock here and make sure I don't fall. I'm wearing wellies today. Work has me wearing wellies. And that's no harm at all. Wellies are good. They're fine by me. They sort of remind me that I'm in an episode of Glenroe. Do you remember that? Like Miley and Biddy sort of bumping into each other in the back of the farm. And there'd be something bothering Miley, something on his mind, and he'd be holding it all in. So Glenroe on a Sunday night, then Glenroe's over. And then you say to yourself, I got to do the homework, get it ready for school tomorrow, Monday morning. And the next thing, Where in the World starts. Do you remember that? What was the girl's name that presented Where in the World? She was underrated. She was underrated. I was too young to appreciate her. I really was. So this is a beautiful little section. That's the 12 bends, or the 12 pins, as some people would call them, in the background. And I just wanted to do a quick video before I leave this area. I was working here today. I was flying the drone to get some aerials for a job I'm doing. And then I had a big lunch. And I just enjoyed the place. It was an easy day. Like that kind of stuff. So guys, I just want to say one thing in the video. Firstly, thanks to everyone who's kind of given me, feedback and all that. I'll get to that in a minute. But the main point of the video is, don't allow yourself to be labelled. Because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing people bowing down, succumbing, giving in, allowing these people that somehow think they have the higher moral ground. You're letting these people label you. And it's not sitting right with me. Like, if you look at what's going on, and yeah, I'm on about the whole demographic shift, right? That and other things. But if you look at the way in Ireland, I don't know what it is. Is it our sort of kind of herd mentality, or how it's kind of bet into us to comply? But we're very quick to just tarnish people with the label. And this far right thing, like when you think about it, the frequency in which this label is used and how liberally it's used on everyone, it's just, it's actually comical. Because when you think about it, like, which side does all the bullshit come from? If you ask me, it's the left. It's kind of left-wing, far left, woke. There's another label. I guess we're as bad for labeling. So basically, I'm sick of listening to it. And if you watch RTE, if you listen to the media and all that, it's just non-stop far right, far right, far right. When I did that video there, and it got an awful lot of attention, I mean, it got I think it's going to hit 4,000 comments. Now, 4,000 comments, on a YouTube video, that's a lot. So that just shows the level of interaction it's getting. Now, when I put that out there, then I said, oh my God, there's a lot of eyes on me now. So then you kind of have a feeling that you might be slightly labelled, for your thoughts. That someone is putting a tag on you, that you're like a bullock in one of the fields over there, or a sheep with that. There's the far right red spray. I'm going to give you a little patch of blue on the other side so that I recognise you. But then the more I thought about it, I firmly believe that everything I said in that video is truthful. Now, people had a go at me saying that immigration doesn't raise crime and all that, but just have a look at the statistics, okay? And then get back to me, okay? How does that sound? Look at the grooming gangs. Come on. Like, what sort of lie are you living that you have to have a go at me for suggesting that because Ireland has opened its borders that the crime is going to rise a bit? So then I'm saying to myself, right, okay, you're not far right, but are you on the right? And I have to ask myself, what does right wing even mean? And that's why I don't even want to be calling them lefties anymore. I just believe that it's not a right versus left thing. It's a normal people versus woke bullshit lies thing. Because it's a basket full of lies. It's an absolute basket full of lies. That video I did the last day, 2 weeks ago, that got all the attention, like, that came out of me observing change and me being slightly unsettled and slightly unhappy with the way things are changing. And then I had overwhelmingly positive comments from people in agreement. But it's the squeaky wheels that gets the oil. You tend to just dwell in on the comments that disagree with you, and people start saying, oh, bigot, right, far right, all this kind of bullshit. but it's lies. And some people were saying, oh, you're playing the victim and all this kind of stuff and feeling sorry for yourself. I'm not. I'm just angry more than anything that we had to arrive at this point and just feel the need to transform our country into something that it never was and into something that it never had to be. Just bad management, bad engineering, and just people, you know, the wrong people deciding, calling the shots. I don't even consider myself right wing. I'll be honest, much to the disagreement, I'm sure, of some of the people watching this video. But I'm not really a right wing person. If you know me right, and if you know what I stand for, you probably know that I'm actually really easygoing. But what I am good at is spotting bullshit and spotting mistakes and spotting things that are going to just fuck us up if we don't do something about it. And that's why I'm kind of, you know, coming out in terms of my thoughts on what we're doing to the country with just overdoing the immigration. We've twice the immigration rate as Britain, obviously per capita, twice the immigration. There's 2 times more people coming into the country. And I know there's great people, and I know there's people that are here for jobs and they're needed, but there's no escaping the fact that we've a lot of people here in the country that shouldn't be here. And you don't need to be a hawk, or that which I just saw flying past here, or an eagle, or you don't even need to have 20/20 vision to spot it. Anyone with the slightest little sense of logic, the slightest ability to think rationally will actually see that, okay, we're kind of making a few serious fuck-ups here with immigration. So thinking like that doesn't even make you right-wing, whatever about far-right. So I'd like to suggest a label to you guys to use, and that is dead right. You're not far-right, you're dead right. Well, most of you anyway. I'm sure there are the odd person that can happily call themselves far-right, extremists, whatever. But the lion's share of you guys who are in agreement with me in seeing what's happening with the country and realising that your cities are being transformed and they're completely losing their character. So I choose the saying dead right as opposed to far right, because dead right is kind of like, it's an old saying, it's kind of Irishy. Back in the day, you know, I remember years ago you'd hear people, you know, explaining stuff and they'd go, oh, he's dead sound, he's dead, oh, you're dead right, you're dead right. So dead, even though it's kind of a negative word, nobody wants to die, but it's a great word to use to really kind of, you know, get the point across. So a lot of you who are being labelled far right are dead right, because it's a completely logical, rational thought. And don't give in to it, don't accept it. So that's a very simple message, guys. Don't agree, and don't be afraid. Don't hide behind fake Facebook profiles because you're afraid of, you know, what people might think or what people might label you. Instead of doing that, just be yourself. Show who you are. If you are getting into a debate, be honourable. And don't be name calling yourself. Don't start going, oh, you're woke or you're a snowflake and you know all this. Just tell them what you think they're doing wrong. And that's all you can do. And just say that you firmly believe that they're living a lie. Because I think it is that. I think we're living a lie here in Ireland with the whole thing. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, we've voted in the same type of people again. I don't know what's the story, but why we're just repeating our mistakes. But unfortunately, that's the way it is. We can only hope that, you know, there's a kind of a shift towards the truth here in Ireland and just try to get the country back to some sort of sane, rationale way of thinking. So that's it, guys. I'm going to let this car swing past now from Connemara here and these mountains, which are literally billions of years old, those quartzite hills. I'm going to get out of here. See ya.